I'm ready for the next time tonight. I've got no idea who it is. Okay, roll it down. Okay, right. This is exciting. It's his first ever gig, guys. Give him all your love and all your support. And start clapping and cheering and go crazy. For playing Nietsche.
Well, my name's Nietsche, and I'm not being racist, right, but do you know what, the English look a bit funny? Yeah, that was my big opening line, by the way. Right, what would normally happen now in a good comedian set is there'd be a bit of audience interaction, like, you know, for example, madam, how old are you? Have you come here from very far? Are you local? What I'm saying is that sort of shit's not going to happen in my show. You can relax entirely. Look at me, for God's sake. I'm gawky and awkward enough around people without trying to crowbar an element of forced bonhomie in there. I don't think that's going to happen, basically. Something else a good comedian would do is they've got good links, good segues, you know, between all the different material. Not going to happen. I've got a few thoughts, I've got a few ideas, I'm going to talk about them. We'll see how that works out, shall we? So, let's crack on. Come on. Going to get through this, all right? Cool. So, does anyone know where in the Bible it says that being gay causes bad weather? You can't see, like, a natural disaster these days without some, like, yapping, turbulent priest saying that it's all the fault of the gays. Well, you had Hurricane Katrina. All the American evangelists were saying that that was, you know, a direct result of the gay enabling American society. Anyone know what gay enabling is?
Yeah, what, Joey?
Probably, yeah. To me, mate, it sounds more like an iPhone app, but you sound like you know what it's better than me, so that's fine, mate, that's fine. I mean, it's not just America. Carlisle got flooded out. Bishop of Carlisle, a guy called Graham Dow, he said that that was, you know, directly related to homosexuality. Has anyone ever been to Carlisle? I have. It's not a hotbed of sodomy. And I really looked. But, you know, I mean, what do I know? Maybe I just don't have the intimate knowledge of the diocese that the Catholic Bishop, the Right Reverend Graham Dow does. You know, what does he know that I don't? And I guess this isn't, it's not just a Christian thing. There's a guy, Kazem Siddiqui, in Iran. He says that all the earthquakes they've had, they're entirely because of promiscuous Iranian women. How hard do the fuck in Iran? Jesus, no wonder they keep them in burqas all the time. Can you imagine if they got that shit loose? I mean, mind you, France and Belgium have banned the burqa, haven't they? So I guess we're going to see like a Richter scale fueled slide into the sea on those two countries. And it's not all bad news, really, is it? I don't know. Maybe I'm doing religious people a disservice. They don't always say that like a natural disaster is due to the wrong flavour of fucking. That doesn't always happen. There was the earthquake in Haiti. American guy, Pat Buchanan, he said that disaster was a direct result of the Haitians in 1800 made a pact with the devil in order to get rid of Napoleon. Is that the shittest excuse for anything ever? It's like the kind of logic a 6-year-old will employ as to why they've just been caught stealing biscuits. It doesn't really, you know, work for me at all. How do they figure this stuff out as well? How do they decide who's responsible for the bad weather? Is it a Wheel of Fortune thing? Yeah, the gays again. I mean, maybe they've got religious weather forecasters, you know, maybe they've got like Ian McGaskill and like a bishop's mitre, you know. There's going to be big waves of promiscuity and sex before marriage sweeping through the nation here. England and Wales seeing a lot of bad weather because of that. Unless you live on Alec Jones's street, it's all going to be right then, don't worry. They might as fucking well do. I mean, there's no justification in the Bible for all of this, as far as I'm aware, and, you know, or the Quran or anything. I mean, these these are the books that they use to justify their everything. This is like, you know, the whole like reason and logic behind their faith. And as far as I'm aware, there's nothing in there like, God spake unto Adam and said unto him that the beasts of the field and the birds of the air shall be thine to do with as thy please. Oh, but if you try to nudge your little tinker of another man's poop shoot, there'll be hell to pay. And then the Lord pauses for a moment before continuing, except that lesbian stuff, right? That's fine. I can't get enough of that. It's, you know, no biblical justification whatsoever. Well, they still seem to kind of enjoy it, you know what I mean? It was kind of like, yeah, they were buggering absolutely everybody. Isn't that naughty? Just didn't seem to work for me. I mean, why are they so down on the gays? No scriptural justification. Now women, this is going to go down well with an audience of mainly women. Women, the church fucking hates women. Ladies, the church hates you. And I can understand that. I'm with that. I'm told. I don't fucking hate women, right? That's not what I'm saying, right? You confuse me and intimidate me, but I don't hate you. What I'm saying is, they've got the scriptural justification for that. You know, you've got like the story of Eve. She was the tempter. She was, you know, she brought the fall of man from the Garden of Eden. You've got Salome. She wanted the head of John the Baptist. You've got Iranian women causing earthquakes when they take their burqas off. You've got all that there, and that works out fine. But I've totally lost my place already, man. Excuse me, darlings, I've dried. I'm going to check my notes. Where are we? Oh, hell yeah. We've come along a long way since then. We don't have like that subjugation of women anymore, and it's a good thing. You know, society saw in the 20th century the greatest social advance since the freeing of the slaves, women's lib. The emancipation of women, it took that sort of patriarchal, kind of male-dominated, man-centric thing in it, and it freed women from that altogether. And, you know, I think that probably gets to the church. It's probably quite galling to them to look and see that, well, they've probably been wasting their fucking time keeping women down all that time. Because, like, after 2,000 years, it turns out that there is absolutely nothing better than systematically and entirely destroying the self-esteem of a vulnerable young woman than another young woman. Nobody does it. I know like men who run the church, men like me, we're quite unimaginative. If a woman's pissed us off, we'll either, you know, it's punch her in the face or call her a witch and burn her. That's fairly straightforward. We would never have the evil genius to deride and demean a woman and make her feel like shit because she's got the wrong shoes on. Look at her handbag. She's got the wrong shaped eyebrows, for fuck's sake. Where did that come from? I mean, even when, like, you know, the Bible and the Quran, they tried to, you know, say, you know, watch out for the ladies, but the way they did it was all wrong. Like, in Deuteronomy, they say that menstruating women need to get shut up in a cave for a week, and then they have to undergo 2 days of purification and prayer when they get back. What a colossal, stupid fucking waste of time that is. The kind of women that we need to be warned to shun are the ones who, when they see, you know, like a good family man, someone who really loves his wife, someone who takes care of his kids, provides for them, works hard for them, looks at him and thinks, I must fucking have him. There is nothing whatsoever in the Bible to tell a man, just warn him, right? The only time that women will consistently find you attractive, it's going to be when you've settled down with another woman. You know, that seems perfectly straightforward to me. Why didn't they tell me that? Instead, they've wasted their time telling me to be frightened of women bleeding from their vag. Thanks very much. That's what I say to the Jehovah's Witnesses when they come